Good day, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the things that I've experienced ever since I started my small business. And once again, my name is Ogheneose onome, founder of the CSL brand, which is the clothing accessories. Okay, so things that I've experienced ever since I started this business. Number one is that it was a big problem. It was a big challenge. It was something very new to me. And I could not like put this in place at the beginning. I don't even know where to start. Even when I was browsing TikTok or YouTube to find out what to do, and I was just so confused. And also, I was in a place where the area was so quiet, and the people there were not into this trend of clothing accessories or hair accessories. They didn't have any idea of what this thing is. And at that time, I was serving in Kogi State, and so it was such a big hustle. Like it was so hard that I gave up so many times. And at a point, I was like, maybe I'm not caught up for this. Maybe I'm not, I can't be able to do it because of the area I was and because of the kind of business I'm about to venture in. So the area you said determines if you're going to sell or not, you know. And so when I tried to go to the market the first time, they were just looking at me as if whatever I was holding was such a mystery to them, because I took some of my scrunchies to the market, and when I got there, they were like, they were just looking at me. They were just like, oh, I don't have money. Oh, I don't know. They were not like into all those things because that place was just like farmers, teachers, that's it. And so it was so hard. So another thing I experienced, or what I learned from that, is that if you're going to be doing a business and the place you are is not a place where they're going to patronize that business, then you have to locate to another place where people could patronize it. Well, thank God for online business, because at least you will see people want to buy your product online, you know. So it is versatile. It is where people can easily buy a product, easily see your product, and they will purchase from you. But talking about local area, it is really hard, like so hard, especially if they're not like aware of the product you're selling, or they're not like interested or don't know about the product, so don't want to buy what they don't know about, you know. And another thing I experienced when I started the business was that I was confused on what kind of business to start. I was either saying, okay, should I start with bags, or should I start with scrunchies, or should I start? There were so many things that I loved, that I learned during my service year, and I was like, I want to start something. Like I want to start selling something. Like what can I start with? That alone, that decision alone was a very big one for me. That decision was a very big. Just to decide what kind of product you want to sell was a big hassle for me. It was so hard. That kind of decision was something that took me so many months to be able to decide what kind of business to do. But when I was searching on YouTube and on TikTok and stuff like that, it was actually on YouTube that I find out about the scrunchie business. Like I have no idea that scrunchie business exists since till last year, like June or so, like May, June. That is when I realized that something like scrunchie exists, and I was so in love with it. I love the fact that it was simple to make. I love the fact that there were a variety of colors. And I also love the fact that you can actually make profit from it, you know? And so that was the first business that attracted me, because the truth is I've never like started a business before. I've never done a business before. So this is the first time trying to like, okay, I want to start a business. And so that was the first product that attracted me, which is the scrunchie product. It was so good that I began to take lessons on YouTube on how to make it. And I took the lessons and I found it was so easy, but it will be more easier if you use a machine, like a sewing machine to do it instead of like hand making it. Yeah. And so I have to find a way to purchase a machine back then, because there was a particular set of money that I saved for some reason, and that was the money I used to purchase the manual sewing machine. Because at that time, there was that place where I am, there was no light. Like, they don't have lights there. I mean, if they should bring light maybe once in a month, so I can't afford to go and buy electric machine, and so I have to buy a manual machine where I can be able to like, start practicing before I start selling the product. So that was the first product that attracted me. But what I learned from this is that when you were so confused about what to do, maybe you should try to start with the simplest one that you just love making, like maybe you have so many things that you really want to do, but there's this simplest one there that is very easy to make. You can just start with that and start selling. And I started with scrunchies. So now, talking about who bought the scrunchies, who bought it? The people that bought the scrunchies for me at that time was the cult members who were serving in that state, like in the area, the local government I was sent to serve. They were the ones who purchased my scrunchies. I was so surprised. They the first time I brought it to them, it wasn't in a particular like a very good size for them to take, because it was really too small and the price was a little bit high. So I have to learn how to like monetize my product, and so I was able to start selling. Some were also giving orders to make other things apart from scrunchies, like hair bows, like hair bonnet. And that is when I began to learn how to sew hair bows and how to sew hair bonnets. So it was such a very nice nice way for me to be able to like learn other stuff apart from the scrunchie making. And so yeah, that is what I learned about that you just start with the simplest one, and as you go, begin to know what to do next, or what are the things you want to like learn how to do, or what are the products you want to start selling along with the first one you start selling with. So at least you've started. You just have to start selling the simplest thing that you know that you can make, or that you know you can easily get, and just start selling. Then you start thinking of how to get the ones that a little bit hard for you to get, or a little bit hard for you to like make them, and start selling them. So which means giving up is not an option. You just have to like just do something. You just have to do something, and as you do it, you keep on going. As you're going, you keep on seeing the next step to take. Also, another thing I learned about starting a business is that you don't have to buy a lot of materials or a lot of inventory to start. Yes, you don't have to buy a lot of inventory to start. Just start with a few inventory, so that you can be able to track your expenses and your income. And even as you sell those ones, you can be able to buy, to restock and sell. if you're getting more products, start buying more inventory so that you can be able to uh, make them and sell them. So you can just start small. You can just start small. When I started the scrunchie, I started with 5 colors, 5 colors. But the problem or the challenge I dealt with was that in that 5 colors, I make different sizes, and different sizes I was giving them five quantity each in its sizes, and it was now becoming so much that I could not be able to like sell all of that. That was the biggest mistake. So in this case, what I want to say is that yes, we have different sizes of scrunchies and we have different um, colors, and you be like, they might need the medium one, they might need the mini scrunchie, they might need um, the large scrunchie, which is the XSL scrunchie. But you can just, what you can do is you can just choose the colors that will go for the last scrunchies, and choose the colors that will go for the medium, and choose the colors that will go for the mini scrunchies, so that if anybody's asking or a customer like asks for a mini of that color, you don't have to like make them a bulk anymore. You can just follow the kind of quantity, the quantity the customer need, that you not make them. Okay, like if they need the mini of that particular large scrunchie that you make, you know that will reduce the stress and also help you to track your inventory. So I think that thing I learned about this um, business, or what I've experienced about this business, is that the scrunchie business is more saturated, especially in the internet, like online, rather than like in a store, like a physical store. So some people have a physical store, but they also like make a video about a physical store to see, for people to see what they are selling. And also people do it from home. Like me, I started my business at home. Yeah, I don't have a physical store home. And so yes, you don't need a physical store to be able to start your business. You can just start from home. And online, yes, online is real. People are there to purchase what they see, what they like. You can also do a video of what you are making or what you're selling. Yeah, you don't need to have a physical store to be able to start. But even as you move on and you feel that okay, there's time for you to have a physical store, then you can go ahead. But if you're starting out, you can just stay at home and just do it. Though for me it was such, like, it was kind of like a big job, like doing something from home. Like, even doing video like this, I cannot see myself doing it at that time because I was shy. And number two, I felt that the background of your video has to be good, has to be nice, has to be great. When I checked the house I was in at that time, there was nothing great about the background. There was no area. In fact, there was no light to be able to, like, okay, when you sit closer to what this will be a light to be able to, like, there was nothing like that. And the wall outside the house that I was staying at that time, they were all like, not, they are not neat, they were all dirty. They were just full of like I don't know. It was not like good to use as a background. You know what I mean? And when I get home, I find out that everywhere inside the house or in our home here is just fill up. Like, my sisters came back from school, they're done with school, and now all their bags are inside the house. Like, everywhere is just filled up. So there was no place to even set up, okay, a particular room. Okay, that's the room going to be like um, dealing with anything that has to do with my business. But there's no room like that. So I have to like use the dining room. Even the dining room is so small that I cannot even sew there. So I have to bring my machine outside to be able to sew and see what I'm doing. And the worst part is there's no light. I mean, light does not come that easily. And so all what I'm trying to say is that even if it's just a wall like this, I don't even, you see that there's a window and there's a door, because this is the only space that I feel that it would be easy for me to be able to do a video. And so if you want to like do your own videos, just look for a plain wall or something that look nice, that's not dirty, that you can just do your video. Don't, even if you have some window or some gate, just like pass the information you want to pass to your audience, and they're gonna listen to you. Yeah. And even as you grow, you find yourself trying to like change some things about your videos, because at that time there's money for you to do that. But if there's no money now, it doesn't mean you have to stop doing it. You just have to like look for a plan, look for something that is very easy to do, you know. For the videos I make for my scrunchies, like the uh, videography of my scrunchies, I use what I use is carbon paper, yes, and a plain wall like this. Yeah, that's what I use for my videos. So I arrange the carbon paper like a white carbon paper, then I put the scrunchie, then I do a video of the scrunchie. So that is how I make my videos. That's how I make my videos. And I don't actually have kind of like a background, you know, those kind of like a fancy background, just carbon paper and a white table, something like that. Yeah, that is what I use for my videos. That is why you see they come out maybe pretty, you know. Yeah, I'm so happy for the fact that people like the video. I mean, people watch the video. I mean, apart from my normal video, like the reels or the shorts, I don't know why, but they just keep like pushing, they just keep like having so many views more than the normal video, like talk video I do. So that is how I improvise in taking pictures or taking video of the product I make. So you just have to try to improvise. So that's what I learned. I learned to improvise. Yeah, I learned to improvise with what I have. Okay. So I think that is the last thing I want to say to anybody who want to start a business, or who have started, yeah, and you have the feeling of giving up. Please don't give up. Except maybe God, your heavenly Father, is telling you that this business you're doing is not it. Like that is not what it wants you to do. So that is when you have to change. You understand what I mean? But just remember that every one of us have so many capabilities that we have not unleashed yet. We're just, because we can do more than we ever imagined. Yeah, we can do more. Like ever since I was born and I didn't know I'm going to be doing this, or making scrunchies, or talking to a video, like talking to the camera, you know, those kind of thing. I have no idea that I'm going to be doing all of that. But as I grow, as I move, as I keep going, I start seeing that there are a lot of things that I can do with my life. There are a lot of things I'm capable of doing. And the best part of this video today is that I'm just so confident talking to the camera now. Like before it was so hard, but I am so confident right now. Yeah, very much confident. So yeah, so that is all I have for you guys today. And I want to say thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel, and for those who have been viewing my posts. Thank you so much. And I want to also say that if you like more, want to see more of these videos, click the following button, or the subscription, the subscribe, I don't know what to call it, the button. Then just follow me so that I can be able to get to see the videos. And also I will drop down the link to my website, because I'm using a take app for WhatsApp for my website for the products. Yeah, I have imputes the product I'm selling on that take app. Now, you don't know what take-app. Take-app is part of the WhatsApp. It's like a website for you to like put your product there and the prices so that people could go there and check it out and purchase. So you can just, it's very easy to use, or you can browse the YouTube to get to understand how to use a take app channel. But if you want me to like give a video on how to use the take app challenge, just let me know on the comment section. So you so you just have to like share and subscribe to my channel, and thank you and God bless you.